Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac. Today, I am going to play Judas. Judas is a fun dude to play. He starts with only one heart, but he has a 1.35 times damage multiplier, meaning that both his starting damage and all damage that he acquires for the rest of the game is going to be a lot greater. 35%. Exactly, not even approximately. So that's pretty nice, and he also starts with the Book of Belial to add 2 damage, which of course goes through the whole damage formula business, which is more complicated than need get attention, basically. And that's pretty nice as well. Duke of Flies is going to be super easy, especially with the Book of Belial to do nice, juicy damage. Like, look how fast we melt through him. So anyway, the low health is the big thing to conquer. I would have died on this fight if not for that soul heart, although I might have played more carefully or something. Pentagram is our first boss item, so that'll increase our damage by 1 and put us over the threshold for red tiers already. I'm still worried about health, of course. Health is like really the big concern. Your damage, it's good. It starts off good for a lot of the game, and health is the thing you want. Game Kid. No. Allows us to charge around invincible and stuff. I guess I'll use it for exiting the curse room. You don't say. I'll do it, fine. So, that also puts us 1/3 of the way to becoming Guppy, which is nice. That would give us flight and always spawning flies when we hit with tears, and that would be pretty awesome. But mostly, it just put us into a better health situation that I'm going to roll with very temporarily. It's not like it was a huge commitment or anything. I can still get health ups and things. I just have a little more for now. And I don't know if it was the right decision, but I know that it was the decision I made. And I mean, yeah, I could have recovered back to full, but full is just 1 heart, and I think that maybe for now, 3 hearts, even if they're just soul hearts, are going to be a lot better for us. Oh gosh. That was staggeringly not painful, basically. I'm amazed not to have taken damage. Okay, I would very much like to acquire a bomb so I could blow up this tinted rock, and I would, hope the game doesn't drop one right in the middle just to spite me. And it didn't, so that's all good. We're going to pick up a cube of meat here, which will give us an orbital to block tears and damage enemies, all enemies. And that's pretty sweet. It'll also stack with later cubes of meat to be more awesome, or less awesome in some situations. Although that's a matter of opinion. Hasn't been objectively determined or anything. So let's see what's in our devil room. It could be Krampus, which would be nice. Actually, yeah, it could be Krampus. As much as I would love to take the Pact, that would put us to -2 health, and I don't think we can roll with it. Which means I'm going to roll with it, because I always do these things to myself, because I think that they're fun. So basically that gave us 0.5 damage up and 0.4 tears up and 2 soul hearts. So we're at -2 red hearts, which is no good, not acceptable at all, but it's fun. And, of course I'm building towards the fact that Judas can have very high damage, but is always pretty much a glass cannon. And I think that that is what it is. And catering to it, not necessarily the best of plans, but you'll notice that every time I say something's a terrible idea, I do it anyway. And that's what I just did. I was like, hey, the Pact here, terrible idea, let's do it. No thank you. I mean, it wouldn't be like particularly hard or anything, but I'm not going to do it. Because right now what I need to focus on is health. And, well, not damage so much for a little while. I'm pretty good for damage as far as things are going. What do we have in here? Holy water. That is an item I'm going to pass up because it's very bad, and if we later get a familiar, it'll turn that familiar into Brother Bobby, usually, almost always, making that familiar worse. So, we're going to go on to the Caves 1, or Catacombs 1, of course. No bombs for us. Oh, I guess I'll do the challenge room then. Challenge room could get us that bomb we need, which would potentially get us, soul hearts, small rock, more bombs, a key or something. No, but we know this pill. It's a pill elsewhere as well. By the way, a reason I didn't use Book of Belial, besides the fact that it's not necessary at all, I say, after taking damage, is that if I used it at the right time, I would have accidentally spawned all 3 waves of enemies at once, and that obviously would not necessarily be good for business. Let's see what this pill is, bad gas, and this pill is health up. Alright, so now we're only at -1 health, and we know we can get to 1 health at the very least if we can keep getting that pill. Now, that could still be a health down pill, but health down pills become health up if you have 1 or less health. So I guess we could get up to 2 health using that pill no matter what. I'm going to take a drink of water if you'll excuse me. Just gotta keep the throat in good shape. So, of course, I wasn't paying attention to see if any doors were there at the start of the room. And, of course, on the first room of the floor, if you see a door that then disappears, that is where a secret or top secret room is, of course. And that's a good thing to pay attention for, but I never do. So that's life. But ideally, it's probably not going to make a huge difference in anything, really. Of course, there are always exceptions. It could make a big difference, but I really feel like the chance that there is one there, it does exist, but it's kind of unlikely. Alright, careful time. Stop approaching me. You're gonna hit me. You're gonna hit me. Okay, now we're fine. Alright, that was a little scary. But it's all about proper movement, and proper movement prevailed. Yum Heart is not going to be useful for us when we have no red hearts. So, you know, I'm just going to touch that and then leave it. It would give us one full heart of recovery, red heart of recovery, were we to have, you know, red hearts that needed recovery. Unfortunately, we don't, so it doesn't do anything whatsoever. Come on. I just don't want to get hit or anything, and I will go to this red chest because it could be something good for me. I was hoping kind of for dead cat, most of all. Gold chest, I can't even open it if I want to at the moment. This run is not promising yet. Like, it's got good elements, but it's mostly glass cannon. It's pure glass cannon. And I don't think that that's a very sustainable model for life. Ooh. Okay, another bomb. Another bomb is good. And we're just going to keep on going. Nope, sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen. I do that too much. Definitely worth a bomb for a key. I could have used it next to one of the walls to look for a secret room. I know is going to be something that's pointed out to me. But I didn't, so, you know. I would love to go to this curse room as well, but there's no way that's justifiable at the moment. Not that I've been taking any damage so far. It's just, come on, how is that a good plan? I may not have taken damage yet. There you go. See, I would have just died had I gone to the curse room. See, at some point I do know my limits. I'll do crazy things, but I know I can make it with those. Whereas some things I just won't do them because I know that there's no way. There is just no way that I would have lived after that whole curse room business, unless of course the curse room gave me dead cat, which is pretty unlikely, I'll say. Or, you know, I guess the mark would have worked. Okay, no. Ooh. Alright. Let us fight this here Gertie Jr. Oh no. Okay, so Gertie Jr. Try to dodge perpendicular. Try to get it to charge in a straight, you know, up, down, left or right. And then dodge perpendicular and you will have no problems. We made it. We get a shot speed up, which I will absolutely not be taking. See what's in here. It's hopefully the secret room. It is. Not enough money to take us to the shop, which this is the last shop that cannot be greed. Oh well. Let's do the last room. Maybe 2. Maybe it's not even a fighting room. No, it is. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Can't have this now. Can't have this now. Now you're going to say, why don't you just take that there? I'm going to go to the chest at the very least here. Why not take the Kajigger, the 8-ball? Get a... Oh, God. Oh, God. Alright, well, if we make it through here, the reward is pretty great. But our chances I would call slim at best. Alright, so this is going to take a little bit of focus, which means that the commentary is going to suffer at least a little bit. Because I have to do my best not to take any damage whatsoever. Now and continuing on through this... through the near future. Oh, my God. Krampus. Krampus, please. If we succeed in this fight, we will pick up a lump of coal. Lump of coal increases the damage of our tears based on how far they've traveled. Not based on how far they traveled, based on how long they've spent on the screen. How could I make that mistake? Oh, gosh. feel so bad now. So that's a nice damage upgrade. It's a substantial amount as well. Reasonably. This is as good a guess as any. No. Well, there's one more. I mean, there are a few more good guesses, but I think this is maybe our best guess. Especially considering I can do this. Can I make it? Can I make it? Yes, I made it. So that, by leaving the room and then coming back in, we increase the blast radius of our bomb so we can blow up 3 spaces instead of 2. That only works when you don't have Mr. Mega. Mr. Mega just makes it have that blast radius by default, and it doesn't increase. So anyway, I did my best. You want me to take this so I can see if I get the Hierophant, but no. Shot speed would make Lump of Coal worse, in fact, because it would spend less time on the screen attempting to... not really attempting, just it would spend less time on the screen, and thus that would get less damage. So I'm not going to do that. This room is very much a death trap, since the randomness of those enemies can easily get me hit. But so far, so good. It's funny how doomed this run isn't necessarily. I mean, this is a dire situation for sure. What is this? Range up. That helps us because our tears can spend longer on the screen. Yeah, I mean, it's not doomed. Now it might be doomed. Okay, because again, randomness of enemies is really, really bad. Oh my god. Because my skill could not... Like, it was potential that my skill wouldn't have helped me there. I was really hoping for Squeezy, but at least seeing that Cat of Nine Tails, which is also a shot speed up, we'll get it out of the boss room pool, so we can't have to deal with that coming from another boss. If we can even make it to another boss. The world, okay. I'm just gonna pop it immediately. No! Okay, we're gonna restart. That was an evil run. I mean, you can't really deny it. Let's live or die by it. Oh my god. Krampus. Alright, so Krampus means that the... Okay, I'm dead. I don't even mind. Because that was just... Oh my god, another Curse of the Labyrinth. I can't deal with this. You can't keep doing this to me, Isaac. Isaac, you're evil. You are pure evil. Oh man, stop it. Just give me a key. The moon. Alright. 9 more cents. That could potentially put us to a first floor shop, which could potentially mean great things, but it could also not. Oh, come on. There we go. Key. Excellent. Just need to find that item room that we just found, and maybe this time we'll actually be in business as opposed to doing really stupid things that finally got me killed. Tears down is awful. PhD is pretty good, though, because that means that that pill in the future will be tears up. It turns all bad pills into their good counterparts, and you can still get neutral pills, but we can't get telepills, which is interesting. It also means that we would have gotten 2 red hearts of recovery had we, you know, needed that at all. And we always win 1 more coin from any blood donation machines, which is nice as well. All these bombs that I'd love to have, but I can't. I just can't. No way I can right now. So anyway, PhD, good pickup. It'll identify the pills, so if we just like sit there for long enough, the pills will tell us what they are. And that's nice. So we don't have to use something if it would be something I don't want, like speed up or something. You know, there are instances of pills that I don't want, even though they can't be they can't have negative effects. So it's good to know, good to be aware. We need another key. We need a bomb. We need, you know, at least a bomb. Now we need at least 2 bombs. But getting 1 bomb would get us at least 2 bombs, so it's okay. Still, I do need said bomb. There we go. It's not a bomb. We're getting plenty of red hearts that aren't helping me. And I would appreciate if that didn't happen. There we go. Alright, so now we're in business. As far as, remember, we're not blowing that up right away. I would hope for a small rock from it as well as a soul heart. That would be pretty much the optimal thing that we could get from it. So what we do here is we place a bomb there. We leave the room. Then we re-enter the room, walk away from it, increase blast radius. We get all 3 bombs instead of just 2 of them for 1. I will open this chest, and then I will go hit up that tinted rock. Samson's Lock is a pretty much useless trinket. Basically what it is it's Bloody Lust, but stronger with a less, like, it isn't a guarantee. So every time we get a kill in a room, it resets every room, of course, there is a 1 in 15 chance that we get a 0.5 damage up. 1 in 15. The chances of it activating at all on a kill are the same chance of you getting a blood bag or an IV bag. That's how bad this trinket is. It's like actually pretty much useless. Only time it's useful is if you have the candle and you're fighting Isaac or Blue Baby, basically, because those can give you they shoot a lot of tears, and you destroy a lot of tears, and destroying those tears counts for kills with Bloody Lust or that Samson's Lock, thus meaning that you can easily destroy a vast number of tears, getting the highest chances of damage ups possible all at once. Okay, you come on out here. Okay, that was a little risky, but it worked out. And then I took more damage, but it's okay because there's health laying around all over the place. All over the place. We do kind of want to wait to play that fortune teller machine. Even though it could give us soul hearts, we are awfully close to 15 cents. And 15 cents, of course, means we could go to the shop with no fears. And that could be really useful for us. So that's why I'm not spending money yet. Looks like we won't be able to get Book of Belial use for both bosses, which is unfortunate. So I'm just going to fight one. I'm going to see it's the Widow, and that means I'm going to assume that the second one is going to be Pin. Which isn't necessarily a safe assumption, but it's the assumption I'm rolling with, and I'm going to use the Book of Belial here because I feel like the second boss will be easier than the first. And the first proved pretty easy thanks to the Book of Belial. 4 pills. This better be health up. We do have PhD, remember. Hey, it's health up. So now we can go back and pick up a bunch of sweet health recovery, and then we're going to be in really good shape, actually. Full health, okay, so we don't actually have to do that, but I won't do that. Oh my god, balls of steel as well. Okay, so which is more valuable, the Emperor or full health? I think it's the Emperor, which means that I may as well just use the full health. Because, I mean, yeah, the health recovery is there, but I'm going to be sticking with the Emperor. So now we're Judas with 3 health, and that's awesome, and we still have a boss to fight. This is a regular old chest. Does it contain at least 2 cents? Yes, it contains 2 cents and then some. And a key. We're going to use the key for the item room. We're going to use 2 bombs to go into the shop and hope that the shop contains, I don't know, anything good at all. Because pretty much we're committing all of our resources right now, and that's no good. I can play this fortune teller once, so I'll do that. Maybe it gives me a not garbage trinket. Nope, it didn't do anything. That's fine. 10 bombs. So never mind, we're not committing all of our bombs to go to the shop. Fine by me then. Still going to the shop, of course. And then we don't have any means of getting another charge for our Book of Belial, like I predicted. No big deal, though. There's a key in here, isn't there? Worth it. Now let's go and see what's in there. I would drop the Book of Belial for the candle at this point. Even though the Book of Belial is really good, the candle is pretty broken. Mom's purse. Alright, so that allows us to hold 2 trinkets, and I'll take it. Of course, that means that I won't be able to drop Samson's Lock as soon as I might like, but, you know, I guess having it is better than not having it, even though having it isn't worth anything, really. It's hardly worth anything without the candle. So, you know. Oh well. Screw it. Worth it. Let's do the other one, too, just because I accidentally blew it open. See if we can get something, and then go to the boss. Maybe we get a health up. Maybe we get fate. We got our key back. Worthwhile investments. So, on to the second boss fight. Cellar XL, it could be Famine, it could be Pin, it could be, I guess technically it could probably be Gertie Jr. Still, we can hope that it's Pin. Pin's what we want. I will play this 4 times. A missing page. Pretty useless trinket. I will take it, of course, because I have the purse. What it is when we take damage, there's a 5%, which is actually a lower chance than Samson's Lock activating. 5% chance that we get a Necronomicon effect significantly damaging every enemy in the room. So we have 2 really bad trinkets right now. And it's Gertie Jr., so that's my nightmare. But remember what I told you? Literally, like, I guess it was technically like 10 minutes ago. Try to get to do something like that so you can stay perpendicular. Or so you can dodge perpendicular. Oh, that's garbage. Still, we have not, in fact, taken red heart damage, so we could still earn a deal with the devil. Or an angel room, since we've gotten a deal with the devil in the playing session. Oh, God. So we could just start off and pick up Sacred Heart immediately. And that would be pretty nice. Alright, calm down. Gertie Jr., you're not giving me a chance to employ good strats. Oh, God. Oh, that actually gave us a pretty large chunk of money, 11 cents. And I could use it to play the fortune teller, or I could use it as an investment in my future to be able to go to a shop soon. Oh, God. Keepers are so bad. I hate them so much. Oh, well. We're going to roll with what we roll with. Oh, no. Here we go. Getting boxed in by him. Good thing I did get those 2 health up pills immediately. Oh, God. So there goes all of my money. Which I cannot say was unexpected. My damage is pretty bad. I don't have a charge for the Book of Belial, which I would have used, because, geez, keepers are so bad. But I would have used it had I had that opportunity. I just didn't, and now we're almost dead, and we would have definitely died had we not had those health ups. I'm not going to use the Emperor right now. It could have potential benefits, but more than likely it would just get me killed. Okay, stay. Okay, there we go. Health, please. Health, please. Okay, we're all good. Sort of. We're sort of good. I would like to see more health ups, more full health, and more of a lot of things. I mean, I need a little more than the game has given me. I need damage up. I need to get another... I mean, I have a tears down pill on me, remember. So I need to get some tears up. I need to get some damage up. I need to get some health up. I need a lot of things. So we'll do our best to... Oh, by the way, the whole thing where I was leaving the room using the X-ray vision for getting an eternal fly poop to turn into a golden poop, that actually does work, and I wasn't persistent enough. So there you go. Guardian Angel, that's a good item. I will take that for sure. That'll rotate around us faster and causing everything else to go faster as well. And, you know, block tears, damage any enemy. Good stuff. I'm definitely a fan of the Guardian Angel. Oh, but I could easily die in this room because this room is pretty poorly designed. Oh, okay, okay. For now we're alive, but that could change in an instant. Alright. Secret room couldn't hopefully is here. No, it's probably under us then. Don't ask me how I knew, I just knew that this room would be here pretty much. Soul Heart, I needed that. Yeah, that's better than what we had. Increases the drop rate of keys and golden chests. So that's nice. Alright, what is this? The Hanged Man? No thank you. I will play all of my money into this, because it's not like I had a lot. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, now... You know, the tick is actually a really good trinket. So I'm going to roll with the tick and Mom's Pearl for now. Of course, that means I'll have to drop Mom's Pearl later. But Mom's Pearl is an extra 10% chance that any non-specific heart drop instead becomes a soul heart drop, and that's awesome. Can't believe that hit me. But why the tick is good, especially in my current situation, is it'll lower the boss's health by 15% and give me a full red heart of recovery, which pretty much allows me to get back into the game right now. So that's a potentially game-changing decision. As is this, the potential that I lose immediately because of going to this room. Okay, that's one keeper dead. Oh no, okay. Dodging's got to be spot on. Keepers really are a nightmare, especially with low damage. And I mean, Judas starts with good damage, so the fact that this is a nightmare makes you really question how it would be with any other character. And the answer is terrible. So there you go, we got our recovery. The bosses didn't seem to have less health, though. They're supposed to. Maybe they did, and this one just wasn't reflected in the health bar like the other ones usually are. Always are. Still, it's weird. But it did give me the recovery, so that's all that really matters. Okay, careful there. Don't change directions too drastically. Hollow fight shouldn't be too bad. There we go. Thought it would die there, honestly. There we go, and we get the super bandage for 1 red heart and 2 soul hearts. That's really good. Devil Room, Lord of the Pit, and the Razor. Neither of which I will take. Lord of the Pit is flight and speed up. Razor would allow us to damage ourselves to gain damage. You know, neither of those are too appealing. Let's see what's in our challenge room since we now have that ability. No thanks. So away we go. Yeah, flight isn't worth 2 hearts. It's really not. I'm going to take a drink of water again. And I'm going to continue. Hopefully finding... I mean, it's caves too, so we can't fight keepers again. That's really fortunate. There's a 50% chance that greed is in the shop, but I think it's probably relatively unlikely that we're going to be visiting the shop. Well, that sucked. At least I didn't get locked in for more than that, damage-wise, because that could have been really bad. We still have really terrible fire rate. Our health is moderate for now, though, so that's something good. But our fire rate is terrible, and our damage is starting to show that it's... Our damage is lacking at this point in the game. We need a little more than the game's offering at the moment. Still, alright, fine, I can handle this. I thought I dodged that. I moved up and I didn't move up soon enough. Sadly, I can't get the drops from either of these champions, because I don't have flight or the ladder, which, I mean, honestly, I don't regret not taking flight. I really don't. It would be nice, but I don't really take flight unless it's free. Because it's just not worth my health, especially as Judas when, you know, I need damage right now. I need tears. I need not flight. Flight is one of the least necessary things to win. So we don't have it. Instead we have reasonable workable health. I think that the damage is probably worth it in this room, which is unfortunate, but, you know, whatever. We're probably going to be able to get it back in time for the boss fight, and so that's fine. All that really matters to me is that I do have the damage for the boss fight. And we have plenty of bombs, not that that's a huge deal. Whore of Babylon is not useful at all, since we have 4 red hearts, sadly. But it would be a nice damage up and a, you know, moderate speed up, which is a little unfortunate. But, you know, it's not active unless we're at half a red heart or only soul hearts or, you know, half a red heart and a bunch of soul hearts. Can't believe I let that hit me so many times. So many times! That's like 3 hits from that one Cloddy. Cloddies are awful, though. I really do hate them as enemies. But they're not poorly designed. They just suck. 2 diamonds. Fine, I don't even care. I will just take my 1 cent from it. Super Gluttony. Super Gluttony could give us 2 health up, and only 1/2 of that heart. Only half of a heart would be filled. And it's also a speed down, so it's, you know, something that would be a little questionable for this particular character. But it's it has very good potential. It's also going to drop some health for us, most likely, drop-wise. Okay, of course assuming that I don't end up dead. So I use some of my bombs offensively, because, you know, I have plenty of them. Shoot your laser! Thank you. Thank you. So there are our heart drops. We've got our Book of Belial charge, which is really why we went in there. So we'll see who the Caves 2 boss is. Maybe it is going to be Pestilence. No, it's Chubb. Fine. Excuse me. We can work with this. Our damage is pretty reasonable, and remember the tick just gave us some recovery as well as lowering Chubb's health by 15%. So that's pretty good. Note that it only applies that 15%, I mean, or you could say, note that it applies that 15% to any enemy with 60 health or above. So, you know, but only the first time you fight it, I believe. So if we fight Chubb later, we'll have full health, not lowered. And I don't know if it works in rooms, actually, so that might not be relevant. But I guess there are situations in which you fight, like, the Headless Horseman twice, or Conquest twice, and it wouldn't apply twice on that, I don't believe. Meat is really good. Health up and damage up. It's a small damage up, but it is a damage up nonetheless. We now have red tears. 3 cents. Oh well. Gonna finish the floor. I would really like to get, you know, Angel Room Sacred Heart. But for now, we actually have a reasonable amount of health with Judas. 5 health is not bad. Sadly, this didn't come from the run where we were in the first time right away, where I went really negative, because that would have been really, really awesome. But can't win them all. That was 2 really quick deaths in this run, though. I think it was 2. So that kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's not a huge deal. I'm not playing to win, and sometimes you die. Okay, that was close thanks to Guardian Angel. I'm going to go to this curse room, by the way. Absolutely. It could be amazing. Or it could be moderately amazing. Or it could suck, but, you know, the chance is very good that it's good. Oh, darn. Come on, 2 troll bombs. That's fine. Sacrifice room. Where could the top secret room be? There are a couple of locations. Well, see, here's the thing. If you get down to half of a heart from the sacrifice room, it has to pay out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use as many bombs as I have to find the top secret room. And then I'm going to, if it's the red heart one, get down to half of a heart from the sacrifice room and, you know, get whatever it is that the sacrifice room wants to give me. Alright, there we go. Lucky toe. No thank you. So, I'm not going to go to the sacrifice room, and that's fine with me, because sacrifice rooms are really bad. The things they give you are pretty much never useful. So, it's not something that I'm concerned with, essentially. Once again, I am going to take a drink of water as we transition floors. By the way, I'm really glad that you guys are happy to see Ratchet & Clank returning. It'll come back. They always come back. Because I really like that series, and, you know, this is the last game, though. Until, of course, the new one comes out, and I am absolutely covering that on release. We've determined that I'm going to be playing it blind, which I think is going to be really fun, and, I mean, it's going to be different, but I'm not, like, I don't flail my way through Ratchet & Clank games even blind. So it's not going to be a huge concern there. It's just going to be different. Because I won't be able to say, you know, everything about the game already. So, I think it'll be fun. And I think you guys are probably going to like it, and I'm probably going to like it. Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage. Note that meat has been my only damage up. That's not something we can work with for long. That first floor boss pentagram would have been nice to happen again. You know, I would easily definitely trade at least 1 heart for the pentagram. Well, no, I wouldn't trade 2. It's not really that worth it. But our damage, we need more. Can't really mess with these guys for too long, so I'm going to use my Book of Belial. Kill them as quickly as possible. Can't believe that you lived through that. It's getting really hot. I'm going to use my foot and point this fan at me. Sorry if you hear it click. There's the click. Oh, and there's the wash of nice, cool air. Ah, the world is just so much nicer in this way. So, yeah, that's about it. No, don't do it. Okay, we're fine. Just got to kill another guts. We can't get whatever drops in the middle, sadly. And I'm looking for the item room, boss room. It's still the depths 1, so we will be able to leave the boss fight, so it's all good there. Almost got myself locked into a situation that I did not, just like, could not get out of. Which, oh no, Super Troll Bomb. Oh no, it hit me. We can't hang none of that. We can't have that. Of course, remember we will get the 1 heart of recovery from the tick once we fight this boss. And I will probably do that right away because I think that the recovery might be more valuable than anything else right now. Remember, this is the depths, or notice that this is the depths, rather than Necropolis, which is very nice. But still, we fight the Headless Horseman, which is one of the worst bosses we could be facing. So that really sucks, but I think that we're getting through the health fast enough that this shouldn't be a huge concern. Still, I need to see more pills, get my tears back, Oh, I'm so glad that that counted as the way it did. Get my tears back, get some more health ups, get a full health. Full health would be the most valuable thing right now, I'd say. More valuable than a health up or tears up. Although a tears up might actually be more valuable. I don't know. I think that full health is just really something that I need very badly. There we go. We could pick up the pony. A pony. Which would give us flight and a speed up. I will use it momentarily, basically. We'd also be able to charge while invincible as its active effect. We're going to use it to get this sweet, sweet half-heart of recovery. And then I'm going to ditch it. And that's it. That's that. That is my use for the pony. Grab you, and then go hunt down the item room. Hope for the best, essentially. I really... Okay, that's not the direction of the item room. Neither is the one I'm going to go to next, but it's convenient. It's right here, so I'm just going to go to it, see if there's anything we want from it. You know. Pride, sure. I can handle pride. Could give us the Anarchist Cookbook, which is pretty much garbage, so that is unfortunate. But otherwise, it'll give us a tarot card, you know. There we go. Tarot card is the High Priestess, allowing us to summon Mom's foot to stomp on something. So I'm going to use it in, you know, a scary way. Okay, I did get hit, but it counts as an explosion, so I used it to check for the secret room there. It wasn't there. So it wasn't really worth the health, but well, oh well. So onwards, and item room words. That's the words I want. It's not this one. It is not this room words. Oh, thank you. Oh, God. I'm glad it didn't shoot again, because it could have killed me because I was stuck where I was. Chariot could be very nice for us. In fact... Oh, God. The sad thing is that I'm going to use a key for this. The chariot we can go into the sacrifice room with, and then use our invincibility in order to not have to lose health, and we'll get an item guaranteed. Or not an item, a chest, or golden chest. And it'll probably contain literally nothing useful, because that's usually what it does. But, you know, it's better than not having that chest. Well, maybe not, but, you know. Could cost a key, though. Oh my god, the miter. This changes everything. Now, all non-specific heart drops have an extra 50% chance to instead be a soul heart drop, which does stack with the Pearl's 10% extra chance, giving us not a total of 70% as you might think, but a total of 59.5% because of the way the math works. Still, it's really convenient. Is this the Tears Up pill? Yes. And note that Tears Up gives us more positive than Tears Down gives us negative, so we came out ahead tears-wise, finally. And I am going to use the Chariot card in order to do what I said. Although I guess I'll check for the secret room first. There it is. All I needed was more than more than 5. I needed at least 5 cents. I am going to check the shop because I know it's not greed because there was a mini boss here. So we're going to see if we can buy the candle or something nice like that. No, it's in fact the notched axe, which is garbage. So we're not going to do that. Then we're going to take our chariot card and go get whatever chest the sacrifice room wants to give us. Then we're going to go take our emperor card and use that in order to leave the mom fight on the next floor and see if we got a deal with the devil or an angel room, since I don't believe I've taken a deal with the devil this run. So we're good. Maybe, potentially. Wow. The card refused to activate when I asked it to, and I lost my half soul heart for it. So that really sucks, but I should have been more patient, but still. That's what happened, and so it shall be. Remember, we do have the tick, and we can't drop the tick under any circumstances. So, well, you know, that sucks. But it also doesn't suck. Unless, of course, I get into a health situation where I'm sitting pretty at a half heart, as well as however many other hearts I have, and then it fully recovers me, meaning I lose that chance of Polaroid invincibility. That's the only time that the tick would really be negative for us. So far, it's been a huge positive. So, away we go. All I've got to do is find the boss, and find the item room, of course, but the boss I would fight it immediately, basically, because I have the tick and I have the Emperor card to teleport out. Well, really back into the same room. And that helps me a lot. Helps me a whole lot. Alright then. Why make my job harder than it needs to be? Okay, we gotta be a little careful here. There we go, and that's another tears up. Everything is starting to go my way a little bit. So our fire rate gets faster and faster, means our damage output gets better and better. I wish I could get that soul heart, but I can't. By the way, if Greed isn't in the secret room and there's no other mini-boss on the floor, Greed has to be in this shop, because Greed wasn't in the last shop. So, you know, we can hope, but we probably don't have that working for us. There's our boss. Like I said, I will fight it right away. Well, I guess I'll visit the shop first. See if it's Greed. If it's Greed, I'll be sad because I can't really use my Book of Belial, which I absolutely do want to save for the boss. Still, it's Greed. Can't use my Book of Belial unless I would not have it for the boss instead. But, well, Greed's not a tough fight, at least. Greed is now dead. No damage taken, only time lost. Umbilical cord is a terrible, terrible trinket. Pretty much useless. So I'm not going to take that. And of course I have to drop the pearl for the Polaroid, so we're going to lose like 4.5%. Maybe it's like 9%. I don't know, whatever. We're going to lose some of that chance for soul heart drops instead of non-specific heart drops. Which means that, well, I'm going to be sad, but still we have greater than a 50% chance, so it's not a huge deal. Calm yourself. Calm yourself. Why haven't I used the Book of Belial? This changes everything. Okay, stop spawning enemies that are going to try to kill me from a distance, making my life much more difficult. This is why I'm not cheesing. Otherwise I would be cheesing. But I can't, because the game's like, you know, I'm going to be a jerk. Anyway, so far we've used the bosses to our advantage and gotten sweet, sweet tick recovery. But that doesn't mean that things are going well. Because well is certainly not how I describe things as going at the moment. That could all change with this devil room. Or angel room, of course. If it's an angel room, well, there's a very easy way to change everything in this run. All we need is Sacred Heart. It's not so much to ask. Speed up is something that I do not need whatsoever, so I'm going to not take that. No devil or angel room, sadly, so no Sacred Heart for us. Unless, of course, we get it in a curse room or get teleported to it from a curse room, you know, something like that. Regardless, we got to continue this floor, because we got to find our item room. Thanks for all the slot machines that I don't really have use of. Beggar, yes. Beggar could give me something amazing. He couldn't give me Sacred Heart, but, you know, there are lots of good things that we could acquire at the moment. You know, or health up. I got nothing against health ups right now. Health ups are great. Could look for the secret room. Maybe I will. There it is. In the secret room we find 7 cents, which we don't really need because there's nothing for us to spend our money on, but oh well. Item room, please. I might spend some time in the arcade as well, since I kind of might have to. And of course, if I get some pills, those are really useful, because they can't be bad, and we already know that there's health up, there's full health, there's tears up. There are lots of useful pills. Of course, a full health would mean that we would play the blood donation machine a ton, and we'd get an extra coin each time because of our PhD, and we would get, hopefully, a blood bag at some point, which would be nice. For now, we're not there yet, but we will get there. I will play these slot machines as much as I have to, sadly. I prefer not gambling just because it's boring, and it's just not how I have fun. But I will do it, because in this situation, I think that it could turn to something very nice, and you'd all be mad at me if I skipped it when it was so essential to my success, even though I'm not trying to win. But still, I want to keep you all happy. Yeah, I said y'all. I did it on purpose. I do that every so often. Eternal Heart. That's very nice. We'll come back for that. May as well be very liberal with our use of the Book of Belial. Because, you know, there's no reason not to be. Stop it, you. Yeah, I'll take the half heart. Where's our freaking item room? Thank you. I appreciate your hard work in inconveniencing me, making me walk as far as possible. But that's okay. I like how long this run's been, because I lost 18 minutes to losing a couple times. Could have easily just cut them out, but I think that the first one was interesting. Second one, well, it came after the first one, so I'm just going to roll with it. I will take Demon Baby, even though I don't like Demon Baby very much. It's a short-range, auto-turret familiar. Shoots at a pretty high rate of fire, but it's just not that useful. There are a lot of better things we could have gotten, but we don't have a D6, and nothing else is... I mean, like, we're not gaining anything by not having it like a lot of the times we would be. Pretty much it's only a positive at the moment, and that's really sad, but it's reality. So I admit that, and I do take it, as opposed to not taking it like usual. Early game, it's kind of alright to take, but late game, I feel no... You know, I don't really want it late game. So to the arcade we go, and maybe this turns around. Okay, that's a soul heart we can't get, sadly. Alright, so we only play the slot machine because it can give us pills and things that we want very much. I'm just going to blow up the skull game. Don't know this pill yet. Health up, alright. So there are 2 health up pills in the rotation because one of them would have been health down had we not had the PhD. Pretty Fly is awesome. That'll block some more tears and damage fly type enemies only. But it's quite nice because, you know, the more protection we have from tears, the better. The more chance, the more comfortable I feel fighting Isaac and Blue Baby. Not that I feel like we're probably going to get there. Still, we might. Full orbitals already, so that's awesome. What I'm waiting on is more pills, though. Pills are all I want. Pretty please. Just, I want tears up, I want a full health pill. Yes, Demon Baby, you can handle it. Thanks. Full health, tears up. More health ups never hurt. Especially if we have the full health. But of course, with the full health, I'll just go down as far as possible on the blood donation machine and be a happy man. Balls of Steel is good. But, come on, give me something else. Give me the full health I need. I'm only playing for pills here. I have no use of the money, though, so I'm going to play as far as it'll possibly take my money. And if it gives me $1 or something, hey, look, there are 3 more slot machines just laying around that I can go hit up. I will gamble as long as I have to. And, well, this is my reality. Take your time giving me pills. Just please, don't give me... Oh no, oh no! Okay, we're good. Didn't want it to blow it up. Oh, is this the full health? It is the full health, yes! So we're going to get a bunch of money and the very high chance of a blood bag or IV bag, which would be sad, but we haven't picked up the IV bag yet, so it can definitely still spawn. I'm going to wait until I'm out of money. See if this gives me more stuff, basically. Alright, another soul heart is nice, and let's get to work. Remember, we can't get less than 2 coins because of the PhD, and often we'll get 3. Well, not often apparently, but relatively sometimes. Whore of Babylon is now active. There's our blood bag, so that's excellent. Now I will just keep playing those because I can. 30 cents, no reason not to. By the way, the blood bag, as well as being 4 hearts of recovery with that health up, it's also a speed up, which is another reason that I didn't take the speed up in the boss room, because we had the potential for a blood bag in there once we got gambling, which, you know, I kind of knew would happen. I just didn't say anything. So trust me, I planned ahead, and I'm more than fast enough for the rest of the game. Yeah, I don't care about that. I could not kill it, leave the room, and re-enter the room in order to try and get the slot machine to change into a fortune teller machine, which could be nice, but at the same time, I didn't think it was necessary. So now the run's turning around a little bit. I'd still like a few more tears ups. Tears up would be game-changing. I'd also like damage ups, but those aren't really coming from anywhere. Still, we're going to have to take some initiative and pick up the money and then come back in and keep gambling, because I'll gamble all of these away if I have to. Or if I can. Like, if one of them gives me $1, fine. I will keep going. I can't wait for gambling to be faster in Rebirth. That's like one thing that I'm really looking forward to. Otherwise, I'm not keeping up with Rebirth. That's tears up. Happiness. Happiness everywhere. Okay. That coin is something we can get without taking damage, I believe, but I'm not going to, because I don't need the 1 cent. Now onto this slot machine, because it's already blown open, so we can get to it most easily. Balls of steel again. See, the PhD or the Lucky Foot, with those you want to just spend your time gambling. There's no reason not to, because the pills could be so good. At least if you know the pills are good, you want to spend your time gambling, because it's just worth it. It is 100% worth it. So we're continuing with that, as long as we have to. Remember, the golden chest in that other room takes 2 keys to get to, so I don't want to use it. I don't want to open it up that much. Soul Heart is good. And essentially what we've turned this into is, instead of a run that was pretty much hopeless, we now have a lot more health. Bunch of Soul Hearts, a full health pill, essentially doubling our red hearts. Maybe not exactly, but, you know, essentially, we have almost twice the health. So this is a big deal. This is something that's going really, really well for us now, as opposed to terrified of death coming at any moment. So, you know, I'm happy with the way things have gone. We could have gotten a little more, but we've gotten most of what I wanted. If you keep me playing, I will keep playing. Promise, because the Soul Hearts are worth it alone than the chance of these pills, alright? So the sad thing about this is that... oh, that's a health up. Awesome. The full health would get us out of the Polaroid invincibility kind of situation where we're at a half heart. Oh, we're out. That's sad. But it's just such a... like, we kind of should just use it. There's no other blood donation machine, so it's not like we lost anything by using it there. Except the half heart, which is sad, and I would love to be able to stick with that, but I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. Remember, we have an eternal heart. Yeah, you thought I forgot. Don't think I didn't know that you'd think I forgot. So that's going to be another health up. And with that, we've turned this run into a very playable run. The only thing that isn't really playable is the fact that we have terrible damage. But we do have the Book of Belial. Our fire rate is okay. Book of Belial is essential at this point in time, though. So we spent as much time on that floor as we could in order to make things better. And this is following the trope of the recent observation or kind of feeling that Depths 2 is where everything always goes well. And, well, at the moment, you're not wrong. A bunch of Depths 2s have changed the game for me recently, and this is no exception. This is now a playable run that I'm very excited for. Now, you're going to be upset with me, or maybe you're not, I don't know, but I'm going to the curse room. It's just happening. That is just going to happen. You can't talk me out of it. It's going to cost us 2 soul hearts, which is unfortunate, but, you know, we picked up the nail, which I'm only going to use once. And then ditch, because I don't like the nail very much. It's not that good. 6 rooms for a soul heart and a moderately small damage up compared to, you know, the Book of Belial. It's smaller than the Book of Belial's damage up, which is a 3-room charge. Breaking rocks is nice. I will come back for you. Don't think I won't. You know, it's just not a very good item, honestly, unless you have a lot of recharge increasing effects, basically. Because if the recovery is keeping you alive, you're probably not in a good situation anyway. This is mostly opinion. Some people like the item and some people think it's real great. Fine. For me, it's not. So I don't take it. But it did mitigate the cost of that curse room a little bit, so that's fine. This is our last chance at a deal with the devil, or angel room, of course. And I really hope that it's a good one, because that could definitely be run-changing as well. So we're just gonna, I'm gonna play this dude again. 5 more cents and he has to pay out. So I will keep that in mind. I will keep that, you know, I'll keep going back for that beggar. Kind of wish I didn't spend all of my money gambling, but at the same time, the gambling was incredibly worth it, so I don't actually regret it. It's just kind of like, well, I could have had an item instead, but, you know, we did get like 2 health ups, some full healths, a bunch of balls of steels, some tears up. I think that that's better than pretty much any item that it's going to give us. So while, yes, an item would be nice, I think that I've gotten greater value for my money than it's likely to offer me. I'm going to go back at the end of the floor, by the way, when I've gotten as many items or money drops as I'm possibly going to get. And I will completely clear this floor, most likely, in order to maximize the chance that it actually does give us an item. So, for now, we're just playing the Isaac game. We're actually playing the game as it's meant to be played. And we're gonna just keep on clearing until we can't clear no more, and then we're gonna go play that beggar, and if he doesn't pay out, we're gonna blow him up because, well, there's actually no good reason to blow him up, because after this floor, it doesn't matter if we get deals with devil. Money. Take my full health here. Could have gone to the challenge room with that death card, by the way, and that wouldn't be a bad idea, but remember, they're bosses on this floor, so it's also, you know, it's not like we would just one-shot kill all of the bosses in the room. We'd actually just have a big mess of a few bosses with slightly lower health that we'd have to deal with, and it would be terrible. So that wasn't a misplay. That was just maybe not an optimal use of the death card, but still not a misplay. With full orbitals, I do feel pretty comfortable. Oh no, I didn't mean to open that, but at least I have a bunch of keys, so it's not the biggest of deals. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Lust could give us something nice. That would be good. Poison Touch I would take. Speed down ever so slightly, which is also nice because I was more than fast enough. And contact damage to every enemy. Well, every enemy that... Okay, a lot of enemies. Some enemies that don't do contact damage to us don't take contact damage from us, but a few do. So anyway, it's significant contact damage and poison for damage over time if it doesn't kill them, which is really only useful against bosses because it kills most enemies immediately on contact. Yeah, I'll use Bomb for a soul heart. By the way, should have left the room and re-entered, but well, let's... Here's the thing, I'm going to clear the room, clear the floor before fighting the boss because I want to blow up the beggar before fighting the boss, because that'll increase our chance of the deal with the devil, and this is the last one we're getting. So it would be important to be able to do that with the greatest chance possible, because this one is, it's important. Note that our orbitals are the reason that some of those charges were just stopped instead of hitting us. Orbitals do have other functions from blocking tears. They block charges, and sometimes that's really helpful. So, pretty much, yeah, we're done with you. And we get a soul heart, as well as 35% extra chance that we get a deal with the devil here, which is what I did that for. And so now we can go fight the boss, and I will be happy. Hopefully it's not death, because we don't really need a single cube of meat. Yes, it would damage more, you know, damage all enemies instead of just flies, but at the same time, we could be getting something a lot more useful at this point in time. Skolex, alright, see, there you go. This is not going to be a difficult fight by any means, and it's going to give us a normal boss item, which is excellent. We're not going to take red heart damage, almost certainly, because we have a bunch of soul hearts, so we're set there. And that should give us you know, more chance of deal with the devil. And thus, you know, I'm pretty happy. Okay, fine. And hopefully this deal with the devil, I would take Brimstone at this point. It's been a long run. Pentagram, there's the damage up that we need. We're finally in pretty good shape. Pact, I will take for the damage up and tears up. And now we have what we had in that other run where I had to go super negative to get this. Except this time we have pretty good amount of health, pretty good amount of everything. I am very happy. That floor could not have gone much better. So of course we got those 2 soul hearts, and we got the damage up, the tears up. Everything is good. Everything is very, very good. Judas's tongue would change the cost of all red heart deals with the devil to only 1 red heart, which would be nice if we were getting more deals with the devil. And you know, unfortunately we have to hold both of the trinkets that we already have, so we couldn't drop 1 for it either way. Still, finally we're in a good place with good damage and good fire rate. something we can work with. We could actually drop the Book of Belial and not feel as huge of a loss as we would have just before fighting that boss. Everything went right there. Yeah, okay. Cancer. Oh man, how I wish I didn't have the tick. That would subtract 2 from our fire rate delay, which would multiply our rate of fire by about 1.5. That would be pretty nice. Sadly, we have the tick, and the tick is no longer useful for its recovery, but at the time when I took it, it was pretty essential. It was very, very useful. It's probably the reason I'm alive at this very point in time. So, I can't really say that I shouldn't have taken the tick. I just kind of wish that I didn't have to take it so that I could have cancer now. Instead, you know, or curved horn if we got that opportunity. But, it wasn't the wrong choice. So away we go, looking for the boss. As usual, there's nothing else that I really want to do on this floor, because I don't need a library, I don't need much of anything. Oh yeah, we have Poison Touch. That's nice. What is this? Balls of Steel. Awesome. That's 2 more soul hearts for us. We're going positive here, and it's nice. It's very nice. That was pretty close. Using the Book of Belial, you know, I could be more liberal with it than I am. Darn. Since we do have double length invincibility, since everything does a full heart of damage, when I take damage, even if I'm not invincible, like Polaroid invincibility, it makes a lot of sense to try and run into things with to use the virus, because I mean, geez, we have so much time. We have like a full second, maybe. Makes a ton of sense because it's so much damage. I would love to be able to go to that boss challenge room, so I'm going to see if this is the secret room, and if it is, I'm going to bomb my way in. It's not, so no boss challenge room for us, because there's no way for me to get down to only half a heart. I didn't have 5 cents entering this floor, so we know that there is no arcade. That doesn't mean that there's no blood donation machine laying around, but the chances are not so great. So I'm just going to fight It Lives, go to the Cathedral, because we actually have a setup for the Cathedral, finally. It took a while to get there, but it did get there. We have 18 bombs, so I may as well use them. And stay moderately close, closer than I normally would, so that Demon Baby can keep doing damage. And there we go. We're into the bomb state, so I don't really care about using Demon Baby as much. We have a good rate of fire and good damage, so I'm going to just kind of handle this myself. Fortunately, that didn't hit me. I will grab that cent, because you can't say no to anything in this game. It could come back and help you later. Away we go, to the Cathedral, which I didn't expect. It was looking like a show run for a while, if I even lived to that point in time, but this definitely turned out for the best. We have enough keys to easily handle the first room of the chest and, you know, probably the whole chest, because chances of getting a ton of chest drops are pretty low. And maybe we'll pick up something amazing. I could probably win without picking up, like, Mom's Knife Polyphemus, but I would pick up Mom's Knife Polyphemus if it were just, like, straight up offered to me by the chest. Because I think I earned it at this point. Polyphemus alone is an interesting proposition, though. It might not be worth it, because it's balls of steel. There we go, then. See what's in the challenge room. You know, always check, even if you probably don't want to mess with it. Yeah, I don't need to teleport for any reason. That can't take me to the Ayamera room either. But you can't get the Ayamera room on this floor or Shoal. They just forgot to code it out of the chest, because it's just a blank, empty room in the chest. And if you can't teleport out, your run's over, because you can't get out. There's nothing in it. So, you know, don't use telepills in the chest, but we can't get telepills anyway, because of PhD. And teleport does not take you to the Ayamera room anyway, so still it's just not useful, which is why I'm not going to even touch it. It could still show up in the item room pool, but I don't think it's worth fighting, you know, 3 waves of bosses just to get it out of that item room pool. So I'm not. Very simple. Very, very simple. So now Loki, double Loki in fact, is just going to take a little bit of time, but we will make it through nonetheless. They're both like full health Lokis instead of half health Lokis like Loki 2 is. Which is, well, you know, we'll be okay. We'll make it. There we go. 5 cents, which doesn't actually really do anything for us at this point, but we've got it. Oh, stop trying to kill me, fire. Well, I was going to say this room was going to suck and be pointless, we shouldn't have come here. But there's a tinted rock, which could give us another damage up. Tears up, speed down, you know, all these good things that I like a lot. Do I know this pill? It's health up. Awesome. Of course, that'll just get filled when the tick activates, but hey, more health is always good. Well, not always, but at this point it's still good. So we went the wrong way each time. It's a little disappointing, but actually we've gone positive for it. It's not like we were taking damage and losing stuff. We've actually just been gaining health, basically, which is awesome. So I'm not super upset about that. This is a long, long video. Not that you're complaining, and not that I'm complaining, but... oh, gosh. Yeah, you know, just happens sometimes. Apparently pretty often with me. Half my runs end up being 50 minutes at least, or, you know, often over an hour now. Getting silly at this point, but it's my playstyle. I just play this game slowly, and that's not a bad thing. It's probably the reason I win so much. Not that I win every time, or not that I'm, like, the best or anything. I'm not that good at this game. There are a lot of people better than me. Oh, okay, thank you, orbitals, for stopping that charge. See, orbitals are just really, really useful. For more reasons than tears. Boss has to be soon. This is worth a bomb and a key. I just didn't go through the other one because it was likely that I'd bounce off of the chest and then end up with some suck. You know, taking damage because it knocked me onto spikes. There we go. Soul Heart, bomb. I mean, we're in good shape here. Another tinted rock. That's awesome. Just gonna hope that it's a small rock this time. See, it even blocks those things' charges. It blocks slides having orbitals. Literally, so good. Doesn't mean you're invulnerable to getting hit by things, but you know, you're a lot better about not getting hit by them. So let's fight the boss. We have the Book of Belial active. Has 15% less health. We have full health once again. Full health pill, all good. 3 orbitals, high rate of fire, high damage. I don't think there's much to worry about, really. Which is happy. So, onwards. Basically. Jeez. My Tuesdays and Wednesdays are really busy. Oh god, I have a lot less time today than I thought I did. Alright, that's fine. We'll work with it. Still, this fight's about to end, and that is great. We lost a lot of health, but we've also gained a lot of health throughout this floor and the recent floors. So I'm not too worried. I think that there's pretty much no chance we're losing. But I don't want to say that with any authority, because, you know, the game would prove me wrong somehow. So what are our 4 chests? X-ray vision, able, bum friend, and speed up. X-ray vision's the only one I want. I guess technically bum friend would only be good things. Yeah, I'll take bum friend. That's fine. But I don't want the others. Abel's a terrible, terrible familiar. So, and speed up. Well, we know my stance on speed up. I don't need it. I don't want it. There we go. That room is handled, and our secret room is greed. So we could farm a bunch of money to get a bunch of drops from Bumfriend, which is something I have done in the past. But at this point, not necessary. It might be something I want to do sometime in the near future, but not for now. For now, it is not at all useful or necessary. It might be necessary later. But I don't imagine that I'll take enough damage or be put in a situation that makes it necessary, so I probably won't end up doing it. 2 soul hearts there, that's excellent. By the way, just, you know, more evidence that the Book of Belial is a really good item and it was worth keeping through this whole run. Of course, I would have dropped it for the candle a while ago, and I don't think I would have died. I think that the candle's output is going to easily make up for the damage that we wouldn't have from the Book of Belial, and we can use it every room as many times as we want based on how much time we take, so it would have been a better thing to have. But nonetheless, this hasn't been bad for us. Alright, we lost one of our flies. This wasn't actually the way to the boss. I'm a little bit surprised. But we'll make our way back and try something else. That's fine. You know, I'll make do. I'll live. Hopefully. I mean, I do have a bunch of soul hearts and a bunch of health and a full health pill. So I think I'll live. Yeah. Remember that there's an AIDS poop room. Always remember those. Let's go to the right, I guess. That's probably a good guess. Ignore greed, acquire no currency, I suppose. Come on, be good. Nope, this was not the right way. Well, then I have my hunches. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be right about my hunches. But I have them. Anyway, we want to kill Gluttony last, both because it can drop a couple soul hearts for us and because it can give us a health up. So, oh gosh, there we go. So it's definitely the thing to kill. So upwards is the way I'm expecting to go. Yeah, so far so good. Probably not close enough that 3 rooms, the charge for the Book of Belial will make a difference for us. So, you know, I just used it. Famine, you're not a priority. You're not very strong. At this point in the game, you don't even count towards the health bar of the room, and that's why I'm not worried about you. So I was wrong. And this is an annoying room that I don't want to deal with, but nonetheless will have to, because you can't bomb your way out of rooms in the chest. Chest is like no holds barred. You are just doing this. You're here for the long haul. If you can't handle it, you can't get out. Mr. Mega, sure. Oh, fine, don't give me anything, bum friend. It's not gonna hurt, you know, you're not hurting my feelings. I don't need the money. You just have the potential to be useful, and I could make you be useful if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Because I don't need you. I just took you. You're not hurting me, basically. Yet. You could. You probably won't, though. Mr. Mega did increase our bomb's damage and blast radius, by the way. Which is, you know, pretty cool guy. And, well, we're almost done with this. We're getting some lag because there's lots of stuff on screen. No big deal. And that completes it. No chests, which I didn't expect to get them, so it's fine. That's why I said we likely have more keys than we need, which is never a bad situation to be in. I would rather have more keys than I need than less keys than I need. And with that, we are getting this much closer to the boss. Thanks for the super troll bomb. Doesn't really bother me. I'm easily fast enough for the whole game. And here we go. On to the final boss fight. I don't think that there's anything that's going on that would cause me to lose. I think that this is just a free win at this point. So, I mean, we're just going to tank it on through. And I guess, really, the fastest thing to do at this point would be to run into Blue Baby, just keep running into him, doing the poison touch damage. But I don't need to. I mean, it would only help. I guess I'll do it right now. I guess I'll keep doing it. Because, you know, the damage over time, the significant contact damage, it only helps. See, it was just easy. So we actually won, and that was a good run. That was well, actually it was a harrowing run at first, and then it turned out to be a lot better than it looked like it would be. Of course, there were 2 failed runs at the start, and everyone thought this would be an Isaac video based on how long the video is. Everyone's like, hey, if you take this long, you must be doing crazy re-rolling stuff. No, it's not the case. I'm just a slow player. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.